Hey everyone, Chef Tony here. It is Sunday. I'm posting this up instead of my live. I'm just gonna distribute this on a couple places, but thank you so much for watching. I wanted to talk today about something that I'm gonna re-quote somebody, and also just inspired me to think differently. I was watching somebody today on YouTube that I really care for, their word and their mindset. And they were just talking in general about why people don't ramp up and level up, right? And could be speaking to you, hopefully. You know, when you get into grade school, right? You start at maybe you start at pre-K, you go to kindergarten, you go to first grade, second grade, third grade, etc. You know, the system has put into place that you're supposed to go from this grade to that grade to this, high school, college, etc. You may or may not believe in all that. The college part probably is the one that you have the most control over. But it's funny that, you know, we don't realize what we do. I got into self-improvement when a very young age. I got a hold of a Tony Robbins book. Probably never even read it all because it was so huge. But Personal Power, I think it's called. But I read enough of it and got into it enough that I still very much am a person of self-improvement. Now, that goal never ends, right? You're never where you want to be because you're constantly improving yourself. And I think for that reason, I've gotten into the mindset that I want that for everybody around me. At 54, almost 55 years old, next month I'll be 55, which is amazing to say. You know, I'm realizing that, because internally I know I'm a thinker. And a lot of times I'm thinking about the people around me in my inner circle, my family, people I run into every day, our employees. And I'm many times frustrated because people don't seem to want to ramp up, right? I realize that's a personal decision of theirs, and it's their decision for sure. And I am not here to say that because I wish this for other people that I've got it all figured out. We all have our journey, and we're all on our journey to improve ourselves. But the reality is that as a thinker person, I would say, you know, I tend to think a lot. I'm always wondering why those around me aren't either similar or at least trying to improve themselves. Because I think personal improvement is a real choice. You know, you can be a person that just exists in the world, and you wake up and you brush your teeth and you get your coffee and you go to work and you come back and you drink a beer or two and you go to sleep and you rinse, repeat for the rest of your life. That's okay if that's your choice. It's not a life that I would want to live, and there's nothing wrong with it, right? I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not here to say that my way is the only way or the best way. But I do think that personal improvement, personal self-development, as it's called as an industry, is super attractive. And I do feel that those that have never gotten exposed to it are missing out something. And as in, they've never understood that, you know, not everybody just wakes up and goes to work and drinks a beer and goes to sleep and does that whole cycle thing. Many people are setting goals. They're improving themselves. They're trying to get a new thing done, get a new task done, build a new business, have a new idea, use a creative mind. God gave us the creative mind. And I want to slow down on that one point for a minute. I watch a lot of really amazing mentors on YouTube, and some of the points that they make are really fascinating. You know, God created animals, and there's a phrase in the Jewish language. I'm not going to remember it, but I think it's bahema. It's animals are what they are, or they are what they are. In other words, a dog is not going to do anything more than what a dog typically does. Now, they can be trained a little bit, right, to be much more smart. Love dogs. But the human was created to be a creator, to create things, to make stuff, to do art, to create an idea. Everything that I look at right now was an idea from somebody. Everything. As common as we say it, this big fat marker was somebody's idea. When, I don't know. But, you know, this cell phone, right? You're getting the gist. Everything is created by an idea from a human. So if we don't use our creative juices, it's a waste. It's a shame, but many have not discovered it yet, but I hope that they will. So I just want to jump in, and the last part of this I'll say is I likened this, I got this image of the mom bird who's feeding the little chickies, right? They're up in the nest, little baby birds are up there with their mouth open and they're waiting for a worm or, you know, a grub or whatever they eat. And the mom is feeding them, right? And eventually they'll jump out of the nest and they'll go find their own food. But I had this analogy. What if you're trying to feed a worm to a baby chick and it's not hungry, and it closed its mouth. And matter of fact, like you're trying to feed your kid, or and you're trying to do the spoon, and here comes the choo-choo or whatever to get them to eat. Now you're doing it for a good reason. Some people aren't at that place in their life that they want knowledge, that they want to have a new idea, and it's a shame. But I think for me, it's been an internal struggle of thinking through, why do sometimes the people very close to me, not latch on to a cool idea or to getting leadership. As adults, we're supposed to be leaders. And we are leaders unconsciously. If we're conscious about it, especially if you have kids, you'll make better decisions and you'll lead them in a direction that's more impactful. So I just wanted to share that today. I'm not going to make videos that are 2 seconds long so that people can scroll past them and not get the juice. So if you've learned something or felt an idea, share it down below in the comments. And if you can share it to somebody that you think it might bring value to. Because everybody gets inspired. Most people that are doing something have been inspired by somebody. Maybe it's God, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a family, maybe it's a coworker, whatever it is, to be inspired to be doing something better, something more at another level. And it's a phrase we've heard a million times, but you only get one life. The afterlife, on the other hand, is wonderful and forever. So don't be so worried about the world that you forget the word. I borrowed that from Myron Golden, so I don't want to take that without credit. But we're here on this earth to do some amazing things. We only get one shot at it, as far as we know. And let's make the most of it. So I hope you have a great day. Have a fantastic one. I'm going to have this posted up on Facebook and YouTube and a few other places. Love if you follow me. My YouTube channel is at cheftony.video. cheftony.video. It's mostly a B2B site, more about my restaurant stuff that I do for other restaurants. But I think this is a mindset piece that I think applies to everybody. So hopefully you got something from it. Thanks, everybody. Be well. Have a great day. Stay blessed.